My name is Mr. Whyzguy. We're gonna be watching the former President Donald Trump's CNN town hall with, her on screen. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. And you read the title of this little short clip, so we'll just get right into it.
Questions for you from the audience. Wayne Byer is a retired attorney from North Conway. He has previously served in Republican administrations. He volunteered for the Republican Party in the 2022 midterms. He voted for you in 2020. What's your question for the president, Wayne?
Thank you for coming, Mr. President.
Thank you, Wayne.
My question to you is, will you pardon the January 6 rioters who were convicted of federal offenses?
Well, after seeing all that, after the Tucker Carlson thing, the showing what happened with the shaman, and let me just show you right now.
Capitol Police officers take him to multiple entrances and even try to open locked doors for him. We counted at least 9 officers who were within touching distance of unarmed Jacob Chansley. Not one of them even tried to slow him down. Chansley understood that Capitol Police were his allies. Video shows him giving thanks for them in a prayer on the floor of the Senate. Watch.
Thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving the inspiration needed to these police officers to allow us into this building.
Contrast the reality of what Jacob Chansley did in the Capitol building on January 6th, the indisputable facts recorded on video, some of which has never before been seen, with the depiction of Jacob Chansley that you've seen in the media for more than 2 years. He's a terrorist, they said. He should be killed.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Like, you burst into the United States, if he was dressed like bin Laden, would you have shot him?
Shoot him. Shoot him. It makes you wonder, who are the
shoot the guy that literally has guards walking him through the Capitol, having a tour, as Tucker would probably call it. Yeah, but people want him to get shot. What? From walking in a public place? Okay.
Jacob Chansley, and the video proves that. But you would never have known from the media coverage.
Walking around with armed guards around him. We should shoot him for that.
Sitting in a jail cell.
Chansley is in a jail cell. He's been there for months. If he was in fact committing such a grave crime, why didn't the officers who were standing right next to him place him under arrest? Until now, no one could even prove that even happened. But it did.
Look at that. And it was a lot more people in January 6th that's been that weren't doing any violent stuff and vandalism. Like, there was some people vandalizing, and you get those little clips, and then you basically just show only those and then think, oh, all of this was that. It was mostly just violence and stuff, right? Yeah, 100%. And then you see all these clips literally, what? 2 years in, 2 years after the fact. 2 years after the fact that from only seeing violent clips, we see these clips of them just walking around, doing their thing, taking selfies and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, this is... And then you see that massive crowd of people just standing there with their flags, their Trump flags and American flags. Yeah, sure. That may be triggering for some people, but waving a flag it doesn't harm anybody. And you're just sitting there, just being in the Capitol. I'm like, that's the violent protest that they're talking about. And you saw those people in the last clip. I don't know if I'm gonna I'll probably put it in this clip as well. But you saw that video with all those people, and what? One person died. One person on their side died. One of the protesters died. None of the Capitol Police died. I wonder why. It's almost like it was mostly peaceful. Like they keep talking about with the BLM riots. Mostly peaceful BLM riots. Sure. CNN was saying that with a burning car behind them, or burning building behind them. Yeah, it's mostly they're just making their voices heard. A little violence here and there, but that's all right with a burning building behind them. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's mostly peaceful. This was actually a mostly peaceful protest, which is kind of ironic. So back to this.
I am inclined to
his
pardon
question.
many of them. I can't say for every single one because a couple of them
Probably they got out of control. But,
Exactly.
You know, when you look at Antifa, what they've done to Portland, and if you look at Antifa, look at what they've done to Minneapolis and so many other places. Look at what they did to Seattle and BLM. Many people were killed. These people, I'm not trying to justify anything, but you have two standards of justice in this country. And what they've done, and I love that question, because what they've done to so many people is nothing. And then what they've done to these people, they've persecuted these people. And yeah, my answer is I am most likely, if I get in, I will most likely, I would say it will be a large portion of them. You know, they did a very...
Yeah, because a large portion of them was peaceful, as I showed the evidence beforehand.
Right now.
So when it comes
They're
to
living
pardons,
in hell. And they're policemen, and they're firemen, and they're soldiers, and they're carpenters and electricians, and they're great people. Many of them are just great people.
Mr. President, one of the people who was convicted was a former policeman, but he was convicted of attacking a police officer, I should note.
Okay, so you know what I think is kind of disrespectful? Going to someone, looking at them, looking at their stuff, and then leaving without saying anything. Yeah, that's a little bit disrespectful. So I think you should not do that, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.